Imagine paying your attacker. For generations. Because that's exactly what happened. In 1825, at gunpoint, Haiti, the only nation ever born from a successful slave revolt, was forced to pay France for its own freedom. A bill so astronomical, it crippled the young nation. A debt that would take 122 years to even begin to pay off, enriching France and ravaging Haiti for centuries. We stand on sacred ground, a land forged in fire, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people. Haiti. Often portrayed as a nation perpetually struggling, its true origins, its place in the shaping of the modern world, remains tragically untold. The year is 1804. Enslaved Africans, led by the brilliant Toussaint Louverture and later, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, defied the seemingly invincible Napoleonic army. They fought for their freedom, their dignity, their very existence. And they won. Haiti became the first free black republic in the world, a beacon of hope for the oppressed everywhere. But this victory came at an unimaginable cost, a cost that continues to haunt the nation to this day. Because the revolution, you see, drained France, financially. Napoleon's dreams of a vast American empire crumbled with the defeat in Haiti, forcing him to sell the Louisiana Territory to the United States in 1803. One could argue, the revolution bankrupted France. And how did France respond to this humiliation? Not with reconciliation, not with respect, but with an iron fist disguised as a demand. King Charles X, in 1825, forced Haiti to pay an indemnity, a ransom, for its own freedom. He demanded 150 million francs, ostensibly as compensation for the loss of property, including enslaved people, to the French colonists. Imagine that. Being forced to pay for the privilege of being free. A debt so immense, it was several times Haiti's annual revenue. A debt that crippled the nation from its very inception. Haiti, a nation built on the dreams of liberty, found itself shackled by the chains of financial servitude. This was not a fair agreement, not a negotiation, but a blatant act of extortion. And the kicker. Haiti bled for 122 years paying off this predatory debt. The final payment was made in 1947. Wait, what? Why it matters now? The echoes of revolution, the clang of chains breaking, they resonate even today. Because history isn't just about then, it's the blueprint for now. It's a looking glass, revealing uncomfortable truths about power, exploitation, and the enduring struggle for self-determination. Think about navigation. We are taught Christopher Columbus discovered America. But the truth, the hidden history whispered in the winds, is far more nuanced. How did he, a European sailor of the 15th century, navigate uncharted waters with such certainty? The answer lies in the maps. Not European maps, mind you. Maps meticulously crafted and passed down through generations of West African mariners. Maps that understood ocean currents, wind patterns, and celestial navigation techniques honed over centuries. We are talking about a sophisticated understanding of the Atlantic, dismissed, ignored, actively suppressed by the dominant narrative. The Portuguese crown, in particular, understood the value of this African knowledge. They employed African pilots, suppressed their knowledge, and profited immensely on the backs of their stolen talent. Think about it. The exploration of the New World, the transatlantic slave trade, fueled by stolen African knowledge. And the riches extracted from that exploitation built empires. This isn't ancient history devoid of consequence. It's the root of systemic inequalities that persist in the 21st century. Understanding these historical power dynamics is crucial. We have to know where the wealth came from, the human sacrifice, the intellectual theft, to understand why some nations prosper while others struggle. We are told Columbus discovered the world. But what if that world had already been mapped, understood, and navigated for centuries by Africans? Wait, what if Columbus, lauded as a visionary explorer, was simply following an African map? So, what does Haiti's struggle mean for us today in Africa? It's a powerful lesson in resilience, yes. But more than that, It's a glaring example of the economic shackles deliberately placed on black nations after liberation. France, crippled by Haiti's victory, then forced the newly free nation to pay for its own freedom for over a century. This economic exploitation stunted Haiti's growth, and its effects are still felt today. This history isn't just about the past, it reveals patterns that continue to shape the global landscape. Understanding these patterns is vital for forging a better future. That's why we created the PornoAfrique Insider membership. For just $9 a month at pornoafrique.com/membership.html, you get access to deeper dives, exclusive content, and a community dedicated to uncovering and understanding our shared history. Don't let this story remain buried. Share the truth. Tag someone who needs to hear the African story. Globe showing Europe Africa.